guys, in this playlist I'll solve Leetcode top 150 interview question. So this is the Leetcode list. So every day I will be solving one question from this list. Today the question name is, today the first question I am solving. The question name is mass sorted array. So how we can solve this question? Let's see. So this is the problem statement is we have to match two sorted array and we have to return that. We have to return those output inside one array. So let me first go to companies. So there is many this question asked by many companies, Bloomberg, Adobe, Amazon. So a lot of companies asking this question. So let's start how to solve this question. So there are two array num1 num2, okay, and they are giving some length m comma n. Just go through these problem statements, okay. Now the requirement is match num1 num2 into single array sorted in a non-decreasing order, okay. The final sorted array should not be written by the function, okay, but instead to be stored inside the array num1, okay. So the final output should be in this num1 array, not we do not have to create a temporary array then we have to return it. This is not like this. So to accommodate this, num1 has length m plus n, okay. The first m element denote the elements that should be matched, okay, and l elements to 0 should be ignored, okay. So what is saying, though this first 1 2 3 is a actual number of elements present in this num1 array, that's why m equal to 2. So this is denoting the length of num1, the actual length of num1, but the whole length of this is m plus 1, okay, 6. So if you see nums2 length, nums2 array 256 length is 3. This is the 256 means number of elements spent there. But here, so after merging we have to accommodate this nums2 inside this nums1. That's why they are putting some extra 0 here so that we can accommodate this content of this nums2 here, okay. That's why the actual length is this one, but they are giving us length of num1 is m plus n, okay, so that we can accommodate this content of this nums2 array. So you can see now the output after merging output is like this 6 element in sorted order, ascending order, okay. Now how we can do this? So there is a simple way is there. If you want to ignore that, we see this function is not returning anything, okay. So if this condition is not there, that we have to return the march output of march array inside this nums1, then what we can do, we can create as one temporary array called temporary list, and we can append all content of this nums1 and nums2 inside this temporary array and then just sort it. That will be the output. But our constant of this problem is we have to return all the output of all matched array inside this nums1. That is the difficulty. So how we can do this? We can use the two pointer concept here, okay. So before that we have to check the constant, okay. We can solve this question m plus n. We can solve big O of n, okay. N square you can use it, but this we can solve this question easily in big O of n, okay. Nothing difficulty in this constant, okay. Okay, no special constant is there, so you can solve this question easily in big O of n. I can do this. So let me to solve this question we will traverse these two array from the end, okay. So first we will try to compare this 3 and 6, okay, this 6 and 3, and we have to check who is the bigger element. If 6 is bigger element, then we will assign this 6 here, okay, here, and then we will move to this. We will check 5 and 2. From 5 and 2, who is the bigger? 5 is bigger, so we'll move this 5 to here, this position. Okay. Now what I'll do? We'll check between 3 and 2, who is the bigger element? 3 is a bigger element. Okay. So I'll move 3 to this area here and 2 to this area. I hope you are able to understand this. So let me write this code. And after writing code, you just do a try run. You can easily understand what I'm saying. So we have to traverse this nums1 from the end. How we can do this? The total length of nums1 is m plus n. Okay. To do this, we can write a for loop here for I in a range. So we're trying to traverse from the end m plus n minus 1. Okay. Then we will go up to 0. Okay, from n to 0. That's a minus 1, and we are doing minus 1 every time. Okay, decrementing. Then what we can do, and before that we can initialize two index. Okay, for p1 means for nums1 we are trying to traverse from the end. So what we can do, we can do m minus 1. It will be numlen nums1 length nums1 length. For this nums2 length is m n minus 1. Okay, not index. And so we are setting like this. Now what you can do, we can compare. Want to compare this and this. How can do this? So let me check. First we have to put one condition. If the length of this num2, okay, is 0, what you can do? If then it will be n equal to be 0. 0 minus 1, it will be minus 1. So that case we should handle first. So if num2 index is negative, less than minus 1, less than 0, then I can do, we have to break, we don't have to march it because there is no element in our nums2 array. Then we don't have to march it, we just have to return nums1 array. Now what you can do, now what we check, if this the index of nums1 is greater than 0, is greater than equal to 0, it means there is an element, so greater than 0, and we have to check the nums1 element. Okay, we are checking these 3, we are checking this is this element is greater than this, is greater than this nums2. If it's greater than nums2, index, then what we can do, what we can do, so if this element is greater than this, so this two arrays in sorted order. If this element is greater than this, then we have to put this element to here at the end of this array. So that's why you can do this. What I can do, we will copy this nums1, then here, then we will, this is our index. So we are, from here we are getting this index of this, end of this, we are getting n index of this nums1 array. So we will copy I, and then what we can do, we have to assign the 3, you have to put this 3 to here in this index. how we can do this. So this is the index. This is the index pointing to this endpoint. Now we have to assign element of nums1. So this is this, and then what you can do after assigning this 3 at the end, we have to decrement. Okay, so that will be nums1 index minus index equal to nums1 minus 1. Else we can do else what you can do what else if this is greater, then we have to push this element here at the end, and we have to decrement this this index of nums2. To do that, what you can do, nums I copy this nums2 nums1 I. In this time we have to assign element of greatest element of nums2 at the end. That's how we are doing it, and we have to decrement the index of nums2 by 1 after decremented. I hope it will run now. If we run this runtime error, why indentation level is wrong? Where okay, here the indentation level. Okay, you can see the answer is expected, the solution is accepted. See, I can submit this, submitted. So what actually you're doing here, we're trying to compare two element. Let me this is not solution. So we are trying to compare. Let me explain here briefly. So this is 2. So what I am doing, this is the nums1. Nums1 array. So actually what we are doing, we are trying to compare 3 among who is greater among 3 and 6. So if 3 is if the 6 is greater, so what do we have to do? We have to assign this 6 here. Okay, here. Now our index, after assigning this 6 to here, the index should be here. For nums2 the index will be here. Okay, in 5, pointing to 5, pointing to 5, pointing to 5. And but the index for nums2 nums1 will be still here. Okay, still here. And 3. Now again we are checking who is the greatest element. Who is the greater between 3 and 5. 5 is greater. That's why you have to assign this 5 here. We have to put this 5 to here, because we are merging two array in a single array. Now the index will decrement here. It will come here for num2. For num1 it will be still there, pointing to 3. Now we'll check who is greater. Now you can see the nums1 is greater. The if condition where you are checking this, if the nums1 element is greater from num2, here you can check nums1 element is greater from nums2 element, 3 is greater than 2. In that time we are checking, what we are doing, we are we are taking this element, so this, we are getting element from, we are getting 3 from here, and we are assigning this 3 at this point. Okay, so how we are getting the point for the whole, okay, whole element. Okay, so before that we are running on loop from behind. Okay, so every time we are every time we are filling index from the last, every time we are filling position from the last, we are doing decrementation, we are doing decrement by 1 minus 1. So now we have this place, so this I is pointing, this I is pointing to this, okay, this 0. So this I is pointing here, I is pointing to here. So when we are comparing this 2 and 3, the 3 is greater, so we are getting 3 from here. Now we are assigning third position. Okay, 0 1 2 3, we are assigning this element into ith position inside nums1. Okay, and then what are we doing, we are decrementing this. Now our index for nums2 will be, nums1 will be here, because key, this element is already assigned here, that's why it will be, that's why it will be, this index will be moved. You see, you can see nums1 is a nums2. Now what is there, now if we, now index I also pointing to this place, I will still be there. Okay, so I will also move. Okay, now I is pointing here, so index for nums1 is here, and nums2 is here, so it will compare. Okay, it will compare, and so it will compare, it will counter else condition. Now we are getting nums2, nums2 index, so we are getting this two variable from here, two value from here. Now we have to assigning, so we have to assign these two inside ith position. Ith position is there, ith position is here, so this 3 will be replaced by 2 now. So we are taking 2 here and adding the 2, and we are assigning this 2 in this position, ith position. Okay, because every time we are decrementing I. Okay, that's it. And now we have to decrement. Now this will be here, this will be here outside of this box. Now again we will run loop. Now you can check nums2 index is negative, and it will break. That's how you have to dry run to understand this problem statement. This is the easy problem statement. So I hope you like this video, explanation of this video. So see you in the next video. In the next video, I will solve this remove element problem. That's it from for this video. Thank you.